Friday, 11:40 in the morning, 19th of June. Finished for the week. Just vlogging in the car and keep myself entertained. Let's go. So where am I going? I'm going to see my friend Chris. He's a banker at Combank, and the branch is a Garden City shopping centre. I'm going to see him and open up a business account because ANZ, you're not giving me a good deal. You told me that, yep, the account keeping fee is tax deductible, but yes and no. It is deductible, but I'd rather use that money to buy cleaning solutions or supplies. I can still claim it back from tax anyways, rather than spending $10 a month for the account keeping fee that every other bank is about the same. Really, money go in and out. It's just transaction accounts, not like I need withdrawal facilities for tens of thousands of dollars. So bit of a shame, ANZ, but yeah, I guess I'll try the Combank. It'll take me about half an hour to get there, I say. About 5 minutes to find the parking, and another 5 minutes to walk into the bank. Yeah, that should be right about the right time for meeting up at 12:30 for lunch. Yeah, we're having lunch first and then slowly walking back to the branch to open up an account. Yeah, just finished up my last job today at Jindalee. Going through the Centenary Highway and then Ipswich Highway, going back over to Upper Mangravat. I purposely schedule my Friday rosters to start early and then I can finish early. There's a couple benefit out of it is, I mean, Friday, who wants to work until 5? Sorry, office people or retail people. But at the same time, if I finish midday, like now, I can have lunch, and if there's any bond or vacate clean booked in events, I can still work on it. So yeah, it is flexible in that sense. But if I feel like I want to have a holiday, a longer weekend, I'll just say no to the job. But I normally say yes. Who will say no to the money? I don't think people normally do it. What's this? It's a middle park / Manominee. They're extending the lanes for the bridge across the highway, hopefully to relieve the traffic in the afternoon, in the morning, of course. Peak hours traffic. yesterday, I've got to tell you guys the good news. Yesterday, we successfully sold our car through Marketplace on Facebook. The detail with it was I listed on Saturday afternoon, and on Monday I got the roadworthy done and a few things fixed up in order to be roadworthy. And on Monday I paid for I think $1.60 per day to reach extra 500 viewers or people out there. So I sold the car yesterday, was a Thursday, so that's 6 days, really 5.5 days it took to sell a second-hand car. We had a fair negotiation from the buyer, Sean, and they're buying the car for the daughter as a first car. I reckon it's a pretty good deal, because when we bought it, it was a top spec. It's a 2011 4 Focus automatic, leather seat, heated seat, automated a few things like the screen wipers, headlights, parking sensors, and automatic parallel parking gadget. Sylvia only drove it under 90,000 K really. Still pretty good, nothing to complain. We just thought it's time for us to look at a small compact SUV for her. Evelyn is getting a bit heavier now to load into the back seat. Bent down, and she's like more than 10 kilos. And with an SUV, it's a lot easier on our back, or on her back. Initially, the buyer was going to pay full yesterday and take it on the spot, but it's sort of we weren't prepared to sell this straight away, like right on the spot. I mean, the car's prepared to leave, but because we still needed the car for today for work, so we arranged a pickup for tomorrow after lunch. It's a lot easier with the Queensland Transport online apps, that with vehicle transfers, everything is done electronically. Submit the roadworthy, or aka the safety certificate, online. They pay the stamp duties, and voila, probably will take less than 10 minutes. They sold the car for $9,200. I mean, dealership will be selling the same spec for a lot higher for sure, but we had our mechanic to go through everything anyways, because our plan was we'll keep driving the car if it's not sold, so we'll still be safe enough for Sylvia to drive around with Evelyn in it. So I am just passing JB Hi-Fi at Oxley, and a few years back, I think back in 2011, we had the massive flood all the way from originated from Toowoomba. The whole area was flooded. So I think what they try to do here is to raise the highway a little bit, and obviously extend the lane, so to relieve the peak hour traffic on both ways. And on my left hand side, I'm passing Tyre Max. Tyre Max, they're tyre suppliers or wholesalers for a lot of brands, including Maxxis, high fly, budget brands. I guess one good thing about, or a few good things about working on the field or the cleaning business is that it's relatively flexible and it's stable enough. The fact it's not, I'm not going to make millions of dollars out of it, but I'm able to juggle my timetable a lot better for a young family. Planning to do this for another 10 years, so I'll be about 45. See how I go with it. I might go back to an office job or a aged care. That's my future plan. Just off the highway, so this is Kessel's Road. I'm going eastbound, going back to Upper Mangravad. Went to sleep late last night, about 11ish. Just went online, look at a few stuff, and ordered a shirt or 2 shirts for Evelyn. It's a custom made shirt, with a little print at the front, cute print at the front. Ooh, dangerous, these guys merging. On the road, that's another thing that you see people driving so stupid. They're risking their own lives and other people's lives. What's the point? You say 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's not like you're gonna drive 100 at a 60 zone. You can't, not for long. Yeah. I can't wait until say 20, 30 years down the track, everything is automated. Just hop in the car and the car will take us anywhere. Oh yeah, for lunch we're planning to eat at the Garden City. That's a one of our friends back in pharmacy. A couple friends they opened the takeaway stall probably 3, 4, 5 about 3, 4 years ago at least. And yeah, it's pretty good food. It's a section of Desert Road and Kessel's Road. This intersection is always busy, 24/7. staying outside. But I feel happier driving around rather than stuck in a place. I guess, yeah, that was a pretty good career change or career decision for me 2 years back. Trying to look out for the family, and I think it's paid off because I get so much time with a daughter, with my wife, with friends and families as well, and time for myself. Just being able to get home and not doing anything that's money can't buy. I mean, no doubt you're gonna work hard, you're gonna have the good work ethic for anything, but when there's choices, money's not always what I look at in a job. Quick lane change, skill. Over how many years of driving, and with cars these days, so many cameras and sensors will let you know when you have people in your blind spots. Today's schedule is to have lunch with a banker friend, open up an account, have a chat about stock market. Not that I know much about it, I'm just a beginner. And pick up Evelyn from my parents, grandparents' daycare. I'm gonna pick up the mop that I left at the customer's place yesterday, and probably get home about 3:30, get dinner started, and play a bit downstairs with Evelyn. I'll upload more photos or videos about it. Just passing on my right, that's QE2 Hospital. On the left hand side, that's Griffith Uni, Nathan Campus. The real estate over here is quite popular because the professionals working around here, they'll rather work or live close by, and a lot of rental houses for students. Hence, security is always bad around here. It's a shame. Deal. So hungry. I had a shallot pancake, savoury pancake for breakfast with the cracked egg. I made it myself. Just passing on my left, Brisbane Boxing. It's time to go back to get fit and ask about any lessons or courses for little toddlers at the age of 2. traffic ahead. That's one thing about Kesselsroad. Traffic is so bad. This is so bad. You have trucks trying to go between 2 highways, 3 highways, and this becomes a bypass for them. Wow. I am going to Garden City, so I shall turn right soon. See you later, suckers. Going to the side where all the banks are, so I've got to go around on the bus, go around. The wheels on the bus. Oh, this is new road. Directly opposite Garden City. They must open up. Check up on the map later. There's a lot of apartments and developments around, but I have to say, from what I see from work, because I clean a lot of vacate cleans, to be honest, yes, it's cheap. Apartment is cheap. 300 grand, 400 grand, you get a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, maybe 2-car park, and with a pretty good ongoing fees. But man, the build quality is so bad. After a year or couple of years, you see the paint of the wall around the light switches, around the skirting boards. You see the laminate floor is starting to peel after the year or two, and the blinds. And obviously in the bathrooms, I want to talk about the bathroom. The modern bathroom is really bad quality as well. All the vanities or the faucet or the sink has got that chrome coating around to make it silver looking, right? But it gets rusty. Yeah. After a year of use, what is that? You know, like, people these days really have to look at good quality products. Really, you don't want to save budget and then later on still have to replace it. It costs money to get the labor in to refit it or whatever. So I think people starting to realize, yeah, you want a good value. You don't want a cheap stuff, like cheap product. You want value, good quality product, so you got to pay for it. Obviously the prices will be higher, but it's worth it. It's way worth it. Getting a ticket. Oh, it's free. It is free parking. I guess they need people to shop. But I am here to have lunch. Yes, $10, $15 these days. And lunchtime we'll probably get a drink in the package. Come on, dude. You want to turn or what? Boom. Bada bida boom, boom, bada boom, boom, bada bida boom. Garden City now. Over the years, I've been here nearly 21 years. 20 years next year. So 19 years. It has expanded every so often, and used to come here all the way from Springwood, catching the buses on a Saturday morning. It's a 7:30 or 9:30 buses. Back then buses was really bad. The public transport is not reliable. Took me 40 minutes from Springwood to get here, but 10 minutes if you drive. How stupid is that? Stupid. Ooh, stop sign. Better stop. Wow, this is it's a lot of people. And one thing is, I don't like to come to shopping centres, especially during the weekend when my wife asks me to go, oh, let's go shopping. And what do we do? Nothing? What do you mean when we go shopping and we do nothing? Yeah. When I shop, I look it up first, compare the prices, walk into the shop. Here we go, boom. That's how I shop. But my wife go to so many different shops. Their shop is like walking around. Whoa, there's a lot of cars. Where can I parkour? Let's parkour upstairs. Bloody hell, 2.4 meters. Go for it. I don't mind parking underneath the sun. I don't need shade, but it just... Oh, I guess it's Friday, that's why. Whoa. Parking is crazy. Whoa. Well, maybe I should go under the other side. Yeah, let's go to the other side. Wow. Now, sometimes with a business printer truck, we can get away from service parking in the service area, but try not to. Yeah. Stupid is. Well, this is packed today. Whoa! Plenty of car park, dude. Why are we not parking here? Everyone's parking over there. Come on. Maya, Target, Kmart. Oh, okay, so that's on the other side. Oh, mind. Hey, there we go. Playing with parking. Alright, guys. I'll wrap it up now. So, yeah, I guess this is my first driving vlog. Now I have to keep talking to keep you guys entertained. See you later.